Alright guys, how's it going? Rudelinol here, come back at you with another batch tutorial. And you know, we are all done with those little if conditional statement sort of things where we've been working with strings, because we've been testing just recently if the string is full of alphabetical letters, if it's uppercase, if it's lowercase, if it's full of digits and that sort of thing, and we are all done. You know, we still haven't really knocked them all out of the way though. We can still test if the string is full of spaces, but honestly, I trust you guys. I think I've sort of jammed that concept down your throat enough. You guys can damn well figure it out and know how to do it all by yourself. So we're gonna move on from that, and now we're gonna be introducing a function that should be pretty easy. I don't see a whole lot of use for it, but it's available. All of these functions that I've been trying to teach you have been used in Python, and that's where I've gotten sort of like the inspiration to teach you that sort of thing. So you've seen these in my Python tutorials as well. Here is just a functionality of how to do it in batch, and we're going to be continuing that today with the string join function. And it's pretty simple, at least the way we're going to be building it is. So let's get CMD ready to rock, ready to go, ready to all the other synonyms where you get pumped and excited. And I'll save this one as string join.bat. Okay. So this is another global utility tool thing, so we don't need any local variables, but the syntax is going to be string join. We're going to want our string that we're working with, and then join. And then we need the return variable. Now, if you guys haven't seen this before, the way it works is you would pass in a string like, what are you doing? The join string that you pass to it would be filled in between every character other than the beginning and the last one. So if we passed in like a plus sign for the join, it would be like what with a plus sign in between each character. It's kind of crazy, and really I don't see all that much use for it, but I mean it does work. If you ever need something like this, it's available for you, and we're going to try and create it all by ourselves. And you know, we can actually pass in multiple things for the join function. Not so much multiple things, but multiple characters. So we can use more than just a plus sign. We can use like 3 dots, like we're trying to use an ellipsis or that sort of thing. So we do have some options here. I don't think ellipsis is the right word. I really don't know for sure. Whatever. Hey, let's go though. Let's get things going. So we're gonna need to create some strings so we can actually manipulate and have access to the variables that we pass to ourselves, to this function anyway. Create string content. That's gonna be our first one, and join can go ahead and be our second one. And we're gonna be looping just a little bit so we can set up a limit, and that's going to be our content length. So the length of our first string that we pass. -1, and then we're going to count through it as usual for L-G in 0, 1 with our limits. So for each individual character, what we're going to do is actually go ahead and test if this is the end, because it's going to add, with the way we set it up, the function, like the little equation that's going to build things back onto the string, it'll work from the beginning, but if we have something at the end, we want to be able to test whether or not we're at the end of the string, because remember, we didn't want that last character to have the join right after it. We only want it to be in between. So we can set this up by using a conditional statement. So if not, the current character is equal to the end, or our limit, then that means we can modify the string to just the way we want it to, like normally. So we can set our return variable to equal the value of a return variable so far, in case we've already modified it prior in the loop, to the content position by using our G here, and then we'll add join right at the end. So it's just like this mass of string characters thrown together, string variables and that sort of thing. But if this does happen to be the end, we don't actually want to have the join right on the back, but we still want everything else previously in the string. So we don't actually include that join variable right at the very end here. And that's all. That's really all that there is. We are done with this function. Now if we go ahead and create a new script to actually see this, if I did script.bat, go ahead and create a new thing. You guys can see that this one was pretty simple and pretty easy. I wanted to almost sort of give you guys a break from all the really ugly and obnoxious stuff that we've been doing for the last couple of videos, because we really just been doing the same thing over and over and over again, just with different variables and looking at it in a different way. So anyway, let's go ahead and create a string. I'll call mine string, just keep it easy. And it says, what are you doing, you know? And that's all. And then we're going to want to call string join. So we'll pass in the value of our string variable, and we'll pass in a plus sign to go in each individual character, like in between the two of them, and return can be what will get returned from us. So if we go ahead and echo out the value of return, if we get CMD ready to rock, we run our script, we get what are you doing with all of these plus signs between it. Let's say we wanted these ellipses. I keep calling them ellipsis, and I really don't even know if that's a correct name. But still we have all these dot dot dots, right? And it works perfectly fine for us. It's great. Now, let's say we want to have commas after each individual character for some reason. I don't know. Maybe you're using each character as a certain little identifier. I don't know. It's really general purpose, but we've built this so you do have the functionality and you can use the string join function from now on. It'll just sort of like implement this next string inside each individual position of the other ones. So there you go, guys. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put this in my system path, and you should do the same on the off chance you want to keep this tool. So if I cut this and paste it into Windows System 32, plop it right in there, we're ready to go. Okay, thank you very much for watching, guys. It'd be awesome if you could like the video, maybe leave me a comment, tell me what you think of this video, tell me what you think of the series, tell me what other programming languages and things that you'd like to see in other series, that sort of thing. It's really all up to you guys, and you know, if you're willing, subscribe. That'd be really awesome. I'd like to see more of you guys. But thanks again. I'll talk to you later.